Hey YouTube, Turtleags here, bringing you another AFK Journey video. We're actually refilming this right now because thanks to Justin Rampage, he actually suggested a team comp that allowed me to hit a new high score and push from rank 5 on my server to rank 3. And it looks to me that with a little bit of RNG, we can actually break past 90% damage done to the Necro Dragon for maybe a second or first place finish. Who knows? Well, maybe we'll try it. So basically, the gist of what this team does is that you're bringing some of the best mobile units, which would be Tamesia, Merely, Thoren, and Vala, dynamic balancing Vala with Rainier, with a very spicy spell which you unlock by clearing the season story in its entirety as of this recording, Monday, May 20th, 2024. And this evocation spell, what is really awesome about it, does several things. It increases your attack, increases your HP, increases your crit, but the most important thing are the 4 different spirit buffs that are applied in sequence every 12 seconds. The first spirit mitigates damage taken by your party by 40 something percent. I think it's 45%. The second spirit, it increases your attack percentage. I forget the number, maybe chat you can tell me, or I can back out and show you guys later. The third spirit increases your leech rate by, I think it was 30% leech rate. It gives your party members leech rate for, and by the way, each one of these buffs lasts 5 seconds. So this is like, some viewer was asking me who's healing, and I was wondering the same thing too. Well, you are getting shields from the first spirit and you are getting heals from the third spirit. And then the fourth spirit increases your haste by, I think, like 50 or 10 or something like that. Sorry, I don't have the raw numbers, and it would change anyways depending on the level of your spell. Rainier heals too, no? Yeah, Rainier does heal your dynamic balance unit as well. You are right. You're right. So, the first variation we ran was with Thoren instead of, with Thoren instead of Thoren. But Thoren, he's not a mobile unit. Thoren is, and Thoren applies shields, which can further help with your survivability. So the nice thing about Thoren, though, is that with his season skill, he's able to have the opponent take an increased, I think, 11% damage, which is kind of Rainier-esque. Let me see. Yeah, 11% for 3 seconds after dealing normal damage to the target. Yeah, or normal attacks on the target. But we're going to go with Thoren. I think for our last 2 runs with the Thoren variation of this team, we achieved 89.4%. And with Thoren variation, we achieved 89.3%. So it's almost the same. Now, mind you, we did try some free-to-play options in the previous iteration, and I think we achieved like 2.1 bill points instead of 2.6 bill points. So that variation would be pretty good. I'm not going to waste any more runs on free-to-play option, but basically what you would do is instead of Rainier, you would go Kruger and put Kruger maybe over here where I'm clicking. Yeah, so, and unfortunately, Coco is not good on this stage because with the Necro Dragon skill, actually I almost forgot to go over his skills. So basically, in a nutshell, his ultimate decreases, let me see, it increases the attack speed of your units, but also increases the damage taken by your units. So it's a double-edged sword. And then he also shoots a mire that at the biggest crowd, and so anyone who stays in the crowd will take 35% damage per second while they are in the mire. So units who are mobile, who jump out of the way, will take less damage. And then we also have this ability where he damages 2 of our healthiest units, draining their energy over the next 3 seconds and also stunning them. And then finally we have this skill here, which is another incentive to make sure that you are running mobile units, because he will literally plant a landmine under the feet of all your units. And if if your unit stays in the same place, then they will take continued damage. So thank you, Get Franked, for the follow. Appreciate you. They will take damage from the explosion, have their energy reduced, and their attack reduced by up to 2 stacks. What would be a good substitute for Vala for a low spend? Pepega. Okay, so instead of Vala, I would actually just swap with maybe Kruger and have Merrily be the one dynamic balanced instead. Yeah, so that would be the adjustment I would make. It does seem to me that the evocation spell is better. Before I was running the Quick Blade spell. If you haven't unlocked the main story yet, the Quick Blade spell is an excellent alternative, because the Quick Blade spell increases your defense by 30%, also increases your attack and increases your crit. Hey Gashi, you're on YouTube right now. We're refilming a Necro Dragon video. Okay, but anyways, I'm just going to show you the optimal team that gives you the highest score. And if you need suggestions for characters you're missing or artifacts you're missing, you can comment in the comment section below. But I'm trying to keep this video concise. All right, so as you can see here, here's the mire. Merrily jumped right out of it. Thoren jumped out of it as well. You notice how Vala is also jumping out of the way. Although sometimes they do jump into the mire too, which is kind of monka, but it is what it is. In a moment, we're going to have landmines. Oh yeah, that's the landmine. So and there's a yellow meter. Once the yellow meter expires, there will be an explosion. So Rainier's going to get exploded on because he's stationary. Yep, right now that thing that bursted up. So Rainier took massive damage, and he died. And as you can see here, from the first spirit, the evocation spell did apply a shield to our units. Okay, and here's the increased attack speed. Okay, so there is a lot of RNG involved here, because we did not do as well. There's RNG in this, because with the exact same team earlier, we achieved 89.5%. So let's just try this again. And then I'll probably do 2 runs with Thoren, and then I'm going to stop because I need to save my attempts for tonight. How's your AFK journey going, Turtle? It's going really well. We're going really well. Yeah, we're pushing high scores and everything, and we finally got number 1, or I think we're first place now in the drill runs. Yeah, big bada boom, yeah. Part of the reason why it's so random is because, mind you, our heals are minimized. Well, we don't really have any healers here. The heals are coming from our spell. So the longer our units decide to stay in that puddle, the more damage they'll take. Yeah, okay, well, we're at 81%. So we've already survived to the 30-second mark, whereas during the previous run, all our units died at around the 22-second mark. 87.3. There's a lot of RNG. Okay, so I'm going to swap over to Thoren. So Thoren was what Justin suggested before. Thoren's really nice because Thoren, he increases the damage taken by the enemy by 11%. He will also improve the survivability of Merrily, so let's go ahead and check it out. It's up to Thoren to be MVP in that. Yeah, so okay, let's go ahead and try this again. Oh, and I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to show you the results at the end. So I'll show you the results at the end of this run. When you reach 0 tries of Dream, you can buy them with gold. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and by the way, part of the reason why this team works very well also is that when Merrily attacks, Thoren gains HP. I forgot about that. And it's okay if Rainier dies early because the increased 25% damage taken will still apply until the end of the battle. Okay, I'm concerned about Merrily dying, but she did get the shield. I'm concerned about Thoren dying too, but Thoren can revive. 88%. Go, go, go. Hey Turtle, does it require all those units to be Mythic Plus? I would say so. If you want to survive to the end, I would say so. Yeah, so, you know, what was so surprising about this comp is, like, I know Vala, she does more damage when the enemy's below 50%, but there's no such thing as below 50% in the Dream Realm, right? But as you can see here, Vala's doing a lot of damage. Now, I do have a question though, Justin. Why is it that we target Vala and not target Merrily? Because if Vala is dynamic balanced by Rainier and does as much damage as Merrily, should we dynamic balance Merrily instead? Tamesia swap with Scarlita, please. You can't get 240 all here, so you can upgrade. Okay. So anyways, that's pretty much the run in a nutshell. It's to keep Vala alive. Got it, got it. Okay. So that's pretty much the formation in a nutshell. I'm going to save my runs for tonight. But anyways, we did do a ton of playtesting with like Casti, with who else? We tried it in a bunch of free-to-play teams, and I just want to share the best team that we've cooked up. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.